Okay. So, welcome back to some more BioShock. Last time, that's a little loud. Actually, that's loud on my end, hold on. I think. Yeah, that's fine. Last time, we went to... How do you even describe half of what's going on in BioShock? So, I think last time we basically went to what can be considered just like, I don't know, nothing to do with the Mad Hatter? Man, I don't know what's going. This game is insane. So, what was my objective? How do you do objectives? This map. Goals. Oh. Microphone adjustment. I guess I just go and, like, find people. That's shift.
The door to Poseidon Plaza is now open to you,
I wonder, is there a sneaking mechanic? There is. That's interesting.
not someone naughty.
Shit.
I can be nice if I want. Oh!
Potato chips. Only there was a light or something. So that's Kyle, so he's already dead. So this is Poseidon Plaza. I like how hilariously slow this is. That's Cohen's collection. Oh.
To be a star.
Allow me to roll back the curtain.
Where I can see you.
Wait, so the crossbow does a lot more damage then. That doesn't make much sense, considering our crossbows are, you know. Huh.
You think you gotta finish me in here, you old fruit? Yeah, the saps you tossed in this meat locker, all panicked like rabbits. I just watched and waited. And when they started to kick, I started to scavenge. Made myself a little splicer cocktail, I did. You can't come in from the cold, and you gotta grow ice over your heart. And the Iceman cometh, Sander, baby. The Iceman fucking cometh.
So this guy is just that's gonna be a theme of a lot of these people here. They're just insane in some way. You did not see me. Your ass did not see me. Huh? Hmm?
Guess the old grape finally sent someone. Son of a bitch. Left me to freeze. Oh, I've got a pose all picked out for you.
smiling full like an expectant mama.
What the hell? I don't know what I expected from someone who's actually insane. It kind of almost feels like Borderlands in a way where everyone is insane, so therefore no one's sane. Also, what a pose. Dude looks like he's doing a Michael Jackson thing.
Yes. Now put the picture in the frame. Let's see what we've got here.
I was assuming that's explosive. I wonder. That is the wrong. I don't know, that just leads back out to here. Oh, hold on, wait, this is a new place.
Where you going, honey?
You even smell like a woman. It's almost. Look, maybe we'll see who the real artist is down here. Tell the old crow's music cooks better than it sounds.
Napalm.
Messenger boy. I got
What? I hit you with multiple slugs. Okay, how is the shotgun so low damage? Right, so how do I leave this place then? Oh.
He was a nasty one. And my favorite. But I think I like him better.
Wait, you're literally right next to me, aren't you?
Chop, chop. You flutter all around the fort, taking life as you go. You're not a moth. You're an angel. I've never painted an angel. Maybe I should.
AP rounds. Okay.
Tell me.
Rescue that.
Go on. Say it. No.
Okay, so there's 3.
I never had anyone to look to except to me, and I am not much to speak of. You give them hope. And for this, I am grateful. I'll send something to demonstrate that gratitude.
Okay. Oh, you're up there. Regular pistol rounds, because that's all I can have. I hold on, wait a minute. So that was, I accidentally did 2 objectives at once.
They don't care how nice. I didn't mean to.
And I hear another Big Daddy.
Give me the part, you
While we wait for that to get the little sister that is. Oh shit. I was already running. God. This is why I prefer games that have a run button. Because when you do in fact need to sprint, you tend to sprint faster. I guess that's kind of how you're supposed to do that. Like if it's manual sprint kind of deal, then you can sprint faster at the cost of the walking speed being much slower. Yeah, I was gonna say if I didn't have that last piece, I would have actually been upset. You what, mate? Oh, and this is just where I was when I was confused and burnt the wall.
Well, if it isn't the long-lost Andrew Ryan. Come here, tiger.
What the?
I thought you had forgotten about poor Jasmine, but I am so glad you didn't.
I'm sorry, Mr. Ryan. I didn't know. I didn't know Fontaine had something to do with it. What are you doing? No, don't, please. I loved you, don't, please, no.
What in the fuck?
That creepy Dr. Tenenbaum promised me it wasn't going to be a real pregnancy. They'd just take the egg out once Mr. Ryan and I had... Oh, I needed the money so bad. But I know Mr. Ryan's going to suss it out. Gonna know I wasn't being careful. Gonna know I sold the... Mr. Ryan's gonna be so mad at me.
Evidently mad enough to kill you. What the hell? You can smoke a pipe? Ooh. Not dealing with that. I don't know what to make of this. I guess what happened here is that this was the first test of the Little Sisters, and Andrew Ryan was like, I don't know, trying it himself with the person that he found in the what this appears to be the red light district.
Fucking service around here. Who does he think he is? Motherfucker!
He was a lout, but he was vigorous. Get the photo before it completely dries out.
I wonder what, like, the frickin' crossbow does the most damage, and it's like, how? Why? It's a crossbow. This was crossbows were made before gun, and guns are more power. At least they're supposed to be.
You know what? Art, music, poetry. Fuck rift. Cohen's got Ryan wrapped around his little pinky. And why? Because he tells him what he wants to hear. Rise, rapture, rise. Nuts. That stuff was still before it came out of Cohen's mouth. Open ya. Try and keep me here.
So that guy's a drunkard.
The good people of Rapture didn't sign up to see us government types shutting down shops, killing their owners, even with a ponce like Fontaine. But he brung it upon himself. Instead of copping it on the chin, bugger gets it into his head that he's gonna go down guns blazing. Who does he think he is? John bloody Wayne? We can get on top of this. We can. Here's what we do. We find Fontaine's will and make what was his go to where it was intended, and not into the pockets of us that put him into the ground.
Okay. So I know there's probably a proper way to do that, but I'm just going. Actually, you can hack it. Oh. Let me just quickly do a little bit of a. I guess that's one of the ones they don't expect you to even get a code for. Ah. Hold on. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Down, up. That. No, that didn't help at all. Wait, no, this does. Because I can now do that, and I can do that. There we go. This is a cigar shop. Holy crap. I was trying to say like holy cigars Batman, but my brain died. I am running out of ammo. Well, not for this one. I didn't mean to do that. Oh well.
Shutting down shops, killing their owners, even with a ponce like Fontaine. But he brung it upon himself. Instead of copping it on the chin, bugger gets it into his head that he's gonna go down guns blazing. Who does he think he is? John bloody Wayne? We can get on top of this. We can. Here's what we do. We find Fontaine's will, Make what was his go to where it was intended, and not into the pockets of us that put him into the ground.
That doesn't make any sense why the crossbow does more damage. I'm going to have to solve this at the next convenience. Assuming I can find an upgrade station. I don't know what those are. What the heck? What the heck? I can hack you because you're not even looking at the correct direction. That is a really bad place to put a security camera where it can't see anything. I was gonna say whoever designed the security system for Rapture should be fired, but it should be more whoever designed Rapture in general should be fired. Honestly, I'm surprised this place is even still around, because, like, I don't know how far we are under the sea, but, like, this appears to be just standard building materials. An underwater city of this magnitude with standard building materials at assumably the very bottom of the ocean is impossible. Not the building the underwater city portion, but the fact that it hasn't already crumpled in and on itself, simply because of pressure. And I highly doubt it's any kind of exotic material, because this is supposedly the 1970s. So, or, what was the time period this takes place in? Like the 40s or something? 50s? No, this was like 60s.
Thank you, Mr. B. Don't be ashamed, Mr. B.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to be inside of the Big Daddy there.
Thank you.
Cool, you don't work half the time. I'm sorry, did you fail to pathfind? Huh. I'd be curious as to see what the total story is. Like, assuming that I can see all of the stuff that I've encountered. Because I think you should be able to get most of the story from just the audio logs, right?
Fontaine knew our blokes were coming. We were done over. Then splicers come screaming out the woodwork. Burping fire, spitting ice. Demons out of the Bible they were. I've never seen nothing like it. It wasn't a business he was building. It was an army.
Uh-oh. Okay, thank you, game. Thank you, game. Ooh, film. That was a lot of film, oh my god. Oh, I actually won. I guess that works too. So what does a trap bolt do? Ah! Yep, okay, I get what that does now. Oh, I think that's just for covering. Sorry, oh, that's a hypnotist. I give up. So I think I've already finished this mission then, right? Ow.
I just wanted some company! Come on!
There we go.
It's coming together. Yes. But there will always be doubters. You don't doubt me, do you? I could never stomach doubters. That's 3 of 4. What's that look? You don't like it, do you? I don't need to be judged by you, by anyone. Screw you! Screw all you fucking doubters! Here's what I say to all of you! Fly away, little moth! Fly! Smile! Smile!
I hit you in the leg. How? How did I miss it? That was point blank. Are you done with your little tantrum now?
birth is so close now. The labor pains can blur the judgment and drive the passions of even the finest spirits.
Is there a limit to how much you're able to have at once?
How's that? Don't fucking judge me! Pardon? Call the cops!
Oh, he does come from up there.
Let me see it.
You're just a flame slicer. Because that was a way too bold. Yeah, I'm going to leave. Where's the way out? I have to wait, never mind.
The smuggler is the friend of the parasite.
Okay, so I haven't gotten every little sister on the deck. How do you check if I've gotten everything? Well, I mean, there is one more Big Daddy.
Honey, is that you? Stay close, Mr. B. I can smell something.
Okay. Sure. way too much damage. That does way too much. I even have the perk upgrade thing that allows these things to be, like, extra damaged by the frickin' armor piercing rounds, and that doesn't do as much. What? That's not how that works. Right. Hephaestus.
Watch yourself. Ryan's stirring. We best keep to our knit. It's time to either run the table or go home empty. Ryan's got the genetic key to Rapture. We get that from him, and we get out of this hellhole. We don't, then you and I are ghosts.
Welcome to the circus of...
Now would you kindly head to Ryan's office and kill the son of a bitch? It's time to finish this.
Is this the end of the game?
I say Cohen's lost his touch, if you know him well. He used to work, struggle. Now, he rots in that Neverland, waiting for someone to come and tell him he still got it. I suppose that's why he let you live.
Yeah, they're giving me ammo at just the end of the game. At least I think. Office of Andrew Ryan.
You can taste it, can't you? Andrew Ryan.
Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible
How are you able to tank this? Huh?
Get away!
Welcome to the circus.
Ryan nationalised Fontaine Futuristics. He owns it now, lock, stock and barrel. For the good of the city, he says. He'll break it up in due time, he says. Not resigned from the council and lodged me letter of protest, but that's just pissing in the wind. It'll be war, I say, unless somebody stops Ryan, and right fast.
This is an arena.
You like it.
Oh, they're just giving me more ammo. Oh boy. Yep, Eve hypos. There's a Vita chamber.
I spent the afternoon trying to get as close to Ryan's gate as possible without making a spectacle of myself. He's got it shielded 6 ways till Easter. There's no way into that base. All I got for my trouble was the hairy eyeball from Ryan's splicer mates. That's the reward you get for trying to outsmart the best electrical engineer of our generation.
Okay, so Andrew Ryan is an engineer. An engineer that can't get his shit. Oh my god, no.
The worm looks up and sees the face of God. But look around. It's a regular convention of worms in here. They all had mothers, fathers, people who loved them. They got married, fucked their wives. What makes you think you're any different? I haven't chosen the spot for you on the wall yet. Let me know if you have a preference.
Ah, so pretension.
I never killed a man, let alone a mate. But this is what things come to. I don't know if killing Mr. Ryan will stop the war, but I know it won't stop while that man breathes. I love Mr. Ryan, but I love Ratchet. If I have to kill one to save the other, so be it.
I had to go jungle style with that filthy ape for 3 weeks, but he finally spilled the beans on how to get to Andrew Ryan. Generate a sympathetic overload in harmonic core number 3. That's simple. Now all I gotta do is figure out what the hell a sympathetic overload is, and for that matter, a harmonic core number 3. Piece of cake for an electrical engineer. Too bad I designed ladies' shoes. Gonna go see the grease monkeys left alive in heat loss monitoring. See what I can shake out of their trees.
Unlike all parasites who ever tried to walk in stolen shoes. I'd explain the science that renders what you're trying to do impossible, but that would be like playing Mozart for a tree.
That's just a magnetic lock.
Rapture is coming back to life. Even now, can't you hear the breath returning to her lungs? The shops reopening, the schools humming with the thoughts of young minds. My city will live. My city will thrive. When that day comes, use your tombstone for paving tiles.
Yeah, well, you see, the issue with that is you're just neglecting the fact that it's been dead for 900 years.
What is the difference between a man and a parasite? A man builds, a parasite asks, where's my share? A man creates, a parasite says, what will the neighbors think? A man invents, a parasite says, watch out, or you might tread on the toes of God.
So it's just a classic story of someone wanting to be more than just a regular inventor. And also a capitalist. Committing war crimes.
Ignore the lies of Atlas and his parasites. Rapture is on the rise. I've seen such terrible things, and done worse myself. Thank you for reminding me that the light of the world has not yet been snuffed out. I am sending a little one to help you on your way.
Cool.
Strikes me that Fontaine wasn't overly inconvenienced by his own demise. On New Year's Eve, these wretched splicers come streaming out of the poorhouses and stormed the proverbial barricades. There's dead rot in the streets. Johnny and Janie Citizen are lined up round the block for plasmids. Anything to help fend off the rabble.
I see that. Just gonna buy that out.
Do you guys have any idea there's a war on? If you don't follow proper maintenance of those big daddies, they burn through those R-34s like them Eve's apple berries go through penicillin. I've got Atlas's goons hitting us non-stop and 2 dead mechanics just this week. We need to control costs. If I wanted to deal with amateurs, I would have stayed on dry land.
Strikes me that Fontaine wasn't overly inconvenienced by his own demise. On New Year's Eve, these wretched splicers come streaming out of the poorhouses and stormed the proverbial barricades. There's dead rot in the streets. Johnny and Janie Citizen are lined up round the block for plasmids. Anything to help fend off the rabble.
I am running out of ammo really fast. Heat-seeking RPGs would be good. I guess that's what the plasmids are made out of, right? Or whatever the heck these things are. Okay, so I have a lot of Tommy gun ammo. Oh.
She's one of Ryan's spies, sent to fill me out. I think she is. If I'm wrong, an innocent girl will end up on Ryan's bloody trophy wall. If I'm right, let's be right. The device is almost finished. I can't get soft now, I can't. Strikes me that Fontaine wasn't overly inconvenienced by his
So
own
what is this device?
On New Year's Eve, these wretched splicers come streaming out of the poorhouses and stormed the proverbial barricades. The dead rot in the streets. Johnny and Jamie Citizen are lined up round the block for plasmids. Anything to help fend off the rabble.
Yeah, that seems like an important place to go. So where's these plasmids, rounds? I have a feeling I'm supposed to be here at some point. What the f- is that a nuclear warhead? Oh my god, it is.
The basic casing is ready. I've got one charge of nitroglycerin in my office. That will serve as the catalyst. Now, I need 4R34 lead shield wire stubs to pass the circuit. Then a half can of ionic gel, that's the pretty Betty of the mix. Should send the core into compensation mode, push power down the line and trigger the circuit breaker on Ryan's gate. That's the theory. It'll either work like a charm, or blow up half of Rapture. Nothing ventured. Strikes me that Fontaine wasn't overly inconvenienced by his own demise. On New Year's Eve, these wretched splicers come streaming out of the poorhouses and stormed the proverbial barricades. The dead rot in the streets. Johnny and Jamie Citizen are lined up round the block for plasmids. Anything to help fend off the rabble.
Yeah, that probably wasn't a good idea to just spray and pray like that. Well, I don't know the code for that. Can I hack it? That works too. Nitroglycerin.
Is there blood in the streets? Of course. Have some chosen to destroy themselves with careless splicing? Undeniable. But I will make no proclamations. I will dictate no laws. The great chain moves slowly, but with wisdom. It is our impatience that invites in the parasite of big government. And once you've invited it in, it will never stop feeding on the body of the city.
How do I open this? Okay, I'm not supposed to open it. Ow! Quite yet. Go into the workshop.
We have turned away from your life and miles.
So, ionic gel. Yeah, that's a quarter can. Well, I know there's more ionic gel over here.
I wore it for you, Father. You, Father. To life. I traded you, warlord, for mammon. And what did it get me, huh?
And I guess I can probably take the R34 circuit from this one over here. No, let's explore more of this place. There's probably more things.
I know for the Bible
Was this the last big daddy I need? I hate how they're called that. Okay, so that's the core, so that's when I'm supposed to go after I make this nuclear bomb.
I send you plague!
I am at 1 HP.
Thank you, mister. Thank you.
That was cool.
I'm sorry, Calder. I'll do what you say.
Okay, for a second I thought the game crashed. Where did you go? What happened?
I will throw you.
Put him where I can see him.
Imagine the will it took to create a place like this. And what have you built? Nothing. You can only loot and break. You're not a man. You're just a termite at the side.
Well, duh, but I can't.
Welcome to the circus. Come out when you get some money, buddy.
Let me tell you something about key brewers and all them university types. They're so smart, except when they ain't. I put a couple of drinks in him last week, and before I could say boo, he's telling me he's got the code to his office keyed to the date of Australia Day. Now's every weeks I slip in real gentle and nick a buck or two from the till. The Aussie never notices, and I ain't about to tell him. Seems like there's all kind of crazy stuff back there. Maybe one day I'll get more ambitious.
Yeah, that seemed like it was too hard for me. That was just for brass to. God damn it. How did you miss that?
I said you.
Just like all you parents.
Literally the best weapon in the game.
I didn't recognize the twist that come into the shop today. Stacked like Sally and dressed to the nines. She's record's pretty close to the best, but you ain't gotta be no college job to see that she's into some bad China. She was asking about magnetic locks and some such. I played it coy, but she took wise. After she showed me round her backyard, I gave her directions to Keyboard's tool shop. Rapture's gone to hell, but sometimes the great change still cuts you a break. Let me tell you something about keyboards and all them university types. They're so smart, except when they ain't. I put a couple of drinks in him last week, and before I could say boom, he's telling me he's got the code to his office key to the date of Australia Day. Now's every weeks I slip in real gentle and nick a buck or two from the tips. The Aussie never notices, and I ain't about to tell him. Seems like there's all kind of crazy stuff back there. Maybe one day I'll get more ambitious.
Yeah. That's one thing I don't like about this hacking minigame. It is RNG.
Before the final rat has eaten the last gram of rapture, I will lead a parade. Who was that, they'll say, as they point to the sad shape hanging on my wall? Who was that?
Your mama.
I begged Mr. Ryan to hand Fontaine's heuristics over to Atlas's boys as a peace offering, but the stupid sod won't listen to reason. Instead, he's just splicing his mob up, giving them more and tougher plasmids. There's an arms race on here in Rapture, but it's not about who can build the best guns and the biggest bombs. It's about who can become less of a man and more of a monster.
So now I can go to the place over there to finish up the nuclear bomb.
A man builds a city at the bottom of the sea. That's a marvel. Another man happens to be on a plane that crash lands on the same city in the middle of the ocean. Why, that sounds more like a miracle.
Where I'm standing, it seems more like a death sentence to me.
Build a city at the bottom of the sea, it said. But where else could we be free from the clutching hand of parasites? Where else could we build an economy that they would not try to control, a society that they would not try to destroy? It was not impossible to build Rapture at the bottom of the sea. It was impossible to build it anywhere else.
So, yeah, what I'm getting here is that you wanted to build a city that just didn't have any government, anything at all. Which, that's a recipe for disaster, I'm pretty sure.
Me, an assassin. That's rich. I could have gone along, I suppose. Spliced up. Forgot. I believed in this place. I believed in Ryan. But when it got hard, Ryan didn't believe in Rapture. Didn't believe in the Great Chain. He believed in power. And now this place is busto. And my girl is... gone. Worse than gone. One of those... things. So am I an assassin? Well, only one way to find out.
Cool. Right, so...
Trick the security system. Set security box
Hmm. Yeah, I'm upgrading the shotgun. That's supposed to be doing a lot more damage. This might actually be the end of the game.
I'll do what you said. I'll do what you said. Huh? Thus. Woe be unto you! Go! You'll find nothing but darkness! Go! You'll find nothing but darkness! Go make this harder than it needs to be!
How do I get through that then? Happy on everything. Gotta be something here. Oh, so I need it. Okay. Well, now I can make a nuclear bomb. It's an EMP bomb, but that's the same thing. Well, I mean, I guess one isn't exactly nuclear. I think it's just going to cause a big EMP, but like...
Does it look like it's a real bomb? It's better. You got to put it on the core, past geothermal control. And we'll see if these needle noses knew what the hell they were talking about.
An enemy that their crossbow didn't instantly kill? I knew it.
I tracked the problem that was blocking the tubes here, and you'll never believe where I ended up. The damn farmer's market, clear on the other end of Rapture. I fixed it right up and installed some new gaskets. Oof, what a mess. Anyway, the code is 0512 if you ever need to get back in there to do maintenance.
0512. For what? I think it was that door over there, actually.
These lights shining even down here in the murk.
We've already cleared out this place of loot, though.
Looks like the ocean's got an itch to retake this corner of Rapture. This happened right after the start of the war. Read about it in the papers. Head on in. I'll see what I can dig up to help. I'm no engineer, but if I read these plans right, you can channel that magma flow using the redirect valve. It'll boil off that water right quick, and you'll be able to reach the core. Orion's sure to take notice. Might want to set up a perimeter just to be certain.
That's the wrong one.
Kill you? Even I don't know. As you drag me closer to the abyss, you pull yourself right along with me. I offer you a quick death, Parasite. It's most preferable to what you will learn if you win.
Everyone's kind of ran into these things. I guess the idea is that they're not exactly the brightest people in the world, considering.
So far away from your family, from your friends, from everything you ever loved. But for some reason, you like it here. You feel something you can't quite put your finger on. Think about it for a second, and maybe the word will come to you. Nostalgia.
Well, you're implying that I've already been here before.
What did Atlas offer you? A piece of my plundered city? Mark my words, your only reward will be a knife in the back.
Oh no, we're gonna call the Resonance Cascade. Like expecting Half-Life 2. I've planted the bomb.
In the end, all that matters to me is me. And all that matters to you is you. It's the nature of things.
Yeah, save it for the end of the credits. I'm sorry if I didn't get a chance to speak much. There's a lot of dialogue near the end of the game, which I guess makes sense considering that, you know, it's really a lot of exposition. Anyways, anti-personnel.
Even in the Book of Lies, sometimes you find truth. There is indeed a season for all things. And now that I see you, flesh to flesh and blood to blood, I know I cannot raise my hand against you. But know this, you are my greatest disappointment. Does your master hear me? Atlas, you can kill me, but you will never have my city. My strength is not in steel and fire. That is what the parasites will never understand. A season for all things. A time to live and a time to die. A time to build and a time to destroy! There is one final thing to discuss.
Okay, so...
What? Ryan set the core to self-destruct. This is different than what you did. He's got a mind to take down the whole damn city. Get in there and whack the chunk before the whole joint blows.
But the thing is, are we actually on a time limit? Considering that there's, you know, gene banks and whatnot here, I don't think we are. Okay, I need anti-personnel. I'm gonna need all of that. Right. Make sure we're all on anti-personnel because Andrew Ryan is a person. I think he might be. It might be a Dr. House, or not Dr. House. It might be a Mr. House situation from Fallout. Dr. House is the funny doctor that's just an asshole. Most damaging thing I can do as of right now, I don't have any more steel bolts, is exploding bucks, and then switch back to anti-personnel Tommy gun. Are there any more secrets around? That feels like that's where I'm supposed to be going. Yeah, the door's broken, so I have to go up there. I've already picked up the completed EMP. Aw.
Advanced deployment, Lot 111, Dr. Suchong, client Fontaine Futuristics. Baby is now a year old, weighs 58 pounds, and possesses gross musculature of a fit 19-year-old. The results are disappointing, but within expected tolerances. Vigilante alert. puppy's neck. No, please. Break that puppy's neck. Would you kindly? No. No.
Huh. Does that mean that I was being mind controlled? I've already picked it up. If I didn't pick it up, I wouldn't even be here.
The assassin has overcome my final defense, and now he's come to murder me. In the end, what separates a man from a slave? Money? Power? No. A man chooses. A slave obeys. You think you have memories. A farm. A family. An airplane. A crash. And then this place. Was there really a family? Did that airplane crash? Or was it hijacked? Forced down. Forced down by something less than a man, something bred to sleepwalk through life until they are activated by a simple phrase spoken by their kindly master. Was a man sent to kill, or a slave? A man chooses. A slave obeys. Come in. Stop, would you kindly? Would you kindly? Powerful phrase. Familiar phrase.
Would you kindly? Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find? Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly head to Ryan's office and kill the son of a bitch?
Sit, would you kindly? Stand, would you kindly? Run! Stop! Turn. A man chooses. A slave obeys. Kill! A man chooses! A slave obeys! Obey!
Hurry now! Grab Ryan's genetic key! Now, would you kindly put it in that goddamn machine?
Huh. Hey.
Nice work, Bio.
escape. Hmm?
Welcome back, child. Welcome to the city where you were born. You are angry at Fontaine, yes? Now you know the truth. You are his tool, brought back to Rapture to save him. You have saved many of my little ones. I owe you a debt. While you sleep, I undo some of Fontaine's mental conditioning. His control is no longer complete, but he can still pull some very unpleasant strings. We made your mind with many locks and keys. Fontaine has most of those keys, but not all. Suchong designed your mind, taught Fontaine to control you. You might find answers in Suchong's flat in Mercury Suites.
So, okay, that's a weird twist. So, I'm assuming what happened is this. I know this is going to be wrong, but this is how I interpret the story. So, obviously, Rapture was built at the bottom of the sea by Andrew Ryan. It was potentially a way to see what happens when you have science without any of the ethics code. And also, I guess, unregulated to capitalism. Then you have all of the issues that came up with Rapture because, well, Andrew Ryan just frankly didn't really seem to care or just saw everything as an opportunity to either make money or do research on things, considering that this is like the first time that anything like this has ever been done. I'm assuming what ended up happening is, after all that, Tenenbaum obviously found this weird sea slug that can create little sisters because they may or may not have only been the only thing that could survive those. And it created Atom and whatnot, or Atom, not Atom, that's the Fallout. And that was used to do early stage genetic splicing experiments, similar to things like CRISPR and whatnot. And when that started becoming a thing, right? Obviously, people were starting to get a little fed up with it because little sisters, when they were corrupted by the slug, they're kind of weird. And also, they're really not very sociable. It's also people's children as well. And so, I guess Fontaine was taking advantage of that, right? Because in that area we went into before we even got to, like, basically near the beginning of the game, it was said that Fontaine was trying to seize power, control of Atom, control of Rapture, potentially for more money-making purposes. I'm assuming everyone that could evacuated, right? Because Ryan was trying to keep the city up and running, but Fontaine was in league with Dr. Suchong that created the splicers. And then also there was unintended consequences of Adam, which effectively became like a drug. So I'm guessing they tried to see just how far Adam could go. They genetically modified, not actually, I don't think it was just modification. I think they made an entire artificial life form from pure Adam, which was the character I'm playing as right now. I'm sorry, is this just Shadow's story? Am I the ultimate life form? Oh, okay, that one actually had, like, endearing stuff in there. The fact that Maria's dead. I don't think this character had a Maria.
Who's here to help us? There he is. The one who will save us all.
Okay, first off, did you just fail to pass? I also broke that, sorry. Why do all of these little girls look exactly the same? I swear. Wow, they look exactly the same apart from hair color. How does that work? I can only assume that it's because of the sea slug thingy. So, the question is why? Why bother to build something like Rapture in the first place? Why use Adam? Like, it should have been something that you could have perfected before unleashing the general public. Because that's just... you don't know how to do your job correctly, I guess. And then also, why is Fontaine even here? If people are coming into Rapture, wouldn't you do background checks on them? Then again, if Fontaine's that good at being a liar, then I guess it's kind of inevitable. But the question now becomes, why would Fontaine do this? If it's just for money, then like you're gonna cause people to die.
And now you've got hooked up with Tenenbaum, huh, kid? She's a regular mother goose. Alright, fun's fun, kid. But now, go get stepped on by a big daddy. Would you kindly?
I mean...
Huh? I says, would you kindly go get stepped on by a big daddy? Ah, seems like Mother Goose has been playing around in your egg salad. If you won't dance to that tune, I got others. Code Yellow.
Oh!
I just told your brain to tell your heart to stop beating. Not right off the bat, mind you. The heart's a stubborn muscle, but it ain't that stubborn.
I just upgraded that too, you know.
Once you are free of Fontaine's control, then you can have your revenge. And we can keep my little ones out of his filthy hands.
God damn it.
You must be a long time. Who's there? What else would I can say?
What? That's an incendiary bolt. Why are you not incendiarying? So that begs the question, though. How did I get out of Rapture in order to have come back in on that plane? Game, I already know. Yes, pick up the EMP bomb. What the hell was that?
Yes? I know better.
When she does speak, which is almost a never, her accent is thick and grating. Her hair is filthy and she's the same since they jump up day after day. I've got to hand it to Frank. Uniform is the old-timer diamond in the rough. No formal training, no experience, but other information sequence and she's one side in the Hauptschule.
I mean, a gene sequence is not really all that hard to sequence, you know. It takes a while, but it's not all that hard. You just know the basics. Then again, I wouldn't necessarily know. I just know the theory behind it. I've never done it myself. Because I don't think the technology necessarily even exists yet. Well, it does, but like, very early days, so like, I don't think it's recommended to use it. Oh, you are here. No.
Adam improved every aspect of man except his character. Perhaps there is a plasmid that can grow the spirit. Perhaps in your DNA, the secret lies. I've sent a little one with some goodies to help ease your burden.
Very bye, Mr. B.
That's it, kid. You're busto. My new friends will catch up with you soon. Kid. I hope they make it quick.
Not if you don't visit the Gatherer's Garden, you aren't. Sorry, Daddy, just what? At the garden.
Ooh, Armor Shell 2.
Knock foes back with hurricane force. Laugh as they bounce off the wall.
Hmm. There we go. Why does that sign kind of reminds me of like Sesame Street? Huh?
The blood!
I don't think it was a good idea to lay out all of those, Hold on, am I even able to take damage at this point? Like, I know I'm wounded, but, like... Did I break the game? Am I just invincible now? Well, how do I get in there then? I guess. Lock. I need help. Or not. Oh, there's a Vita chamber right there. Not from my side.
I'm just lonely. I'm lonely.
There we go. That was baloney. Really? Okay, I'm auto hacking you.
Welcome to the circus of value. Come back when you get some money, buddy.
There we go.
Take your whore and go, but I'm keeping everything. Everything!
You know what? I'm not gonna interrupt them if they're not actually doing any harm.
Even in troubled times.
What? I hit you point blank in the head.
Stop running like a fool!
Oh, that's just a dead cat. Hold on, wait. Are you even able to play anything on this? Nope, it's just random notes. I hate how they just take away your max health. Holy shit. Why would you put kerosene in the fridge? Does that mean that this technically isn't even Fontaine's fault? Fontaine is just capitalizing? Okay, so I'm assuming that these people did off themselves because of the news. Oh, very Fallout of you. Ow.
I shit bigger than you! Run, you pathetic woman!
I'm not even a woman, or am I? I don't actually know. So I'm assuming it's the residential area as opposed to the entertainment area. Just collect everything. I don't care anymore. Oh my god. I'm running out of ammo for this. I like how the game is still telling me to pick up the completed EMP bomb, even though that was like almost an hour ago now.
Oh, where are you going?
I wonder how did this get? Oh, that's actually really useful for combat then, because I'm able to go after the fact. You take the RPG recording box. There we go.
Looks
out when he could be getting the gravy from any dish he chooses is beyond the understanding of this paparazzi. Even reset the door code to 5744. Maybe to be double sure that beanpole don't sprout up in his yard again.
5744.
What the hell? I ain't afraid. Notice? Just walks in here? Huh? Wrong station, will ya?
Yes, so that I'm gonna put anti-personnel. So I'm assuming that was Tannenbaum, right? Is that how Fontaine managed to control me?
Nothing left but nothing.
Am I literally Fontaine's and Tannenbaum's child?
Look at my home, torn apart by Fontaine and his pigs. Why? Who knows? But I am sure there is answer in Suchong's flat. You will not believe me, but there was a time when this was all so beautiful.
Oh, he's terribly funny, but his wife has put on so much weight. Darling.
So I'm guessing it's just emotional damage all around, huh? So considering that Suchong and Tannenbaum were in the same field, I'm assuming that they're gonna be down the stairs. Like, I'm assuming this is like it's just, no, that, huh? I thought Tannenbaum and Suchong would have been like in a shared apartment. I guess not.
How dare you touch me!
Okay. Well, I did go down one floor, so I guess that makes sense.
Kills me to turn my fist to you, but business is business. Don't let it get you down. Won't make a difference when this whole place is fish food.
I swear to Christ. Anyways. 5, 7, 4, 4.
The way to save one life is to save the world entire. I made a place for the children here, but it is you who are their savior. Will you stop here, or will you deliver them from this terrible city at long last?
Hey.
How do you survive that? Only want to survive this. I'm playing this wrong. I'm supposed to not be spamming the shit out of all of the health kits, but I don't really have much of a choice, I don't think, 'cause I can't dodge or anything.
I'm gonna miss this place. Rapture was a candy store for a guy like me. Guys who thought they knew it all, dames who thought they'd seen it all. Give me a smart mark over a dumb one every time.
These sad saps. They come to Rapture thinking they're gonna be captains of industry. But they all forget that somebody's gotta scrub the toilets. What an angle they gave me. I hand these mugs a cot and a bowl of soup, and they give me their lives. Who needs an army when I got Fontaine's Home for the Poor?
So, he was pretending to be for the poor people. I'm assuming Fontaine is not even his real name. Because why else would he go under the alias of Atlas, even though Fontaine started a war? It's not that easy to do if they know who you are, what you look like, and what you sound like. Man, so I'm assuming that this right here is actually Fontaine's home. Well, again, assuming Fontaine is out, even his real name. That did not. What the fuck happened there? Oh my god, game. I already picked that up like an hour ago. That's all cleared. Well, I guess I missed Shu Chong's apartment.
That Tenenbaum ain't what you think. Florence Nightingale, huh? That'll all come crashing down before you can say canned tomatoes. I've seen good bunco, and I've seen great bunco. But when you waltz through Rapture and World War II without even a scratch, you got more than left of you.
If we're considering, okay, so World War II ended in 1945, I believe. So at the end of World War II, Tannenbaum was allegedly a either early teen or something along those lines. I'm assuming now, considering the sort of alleged time period, she's in her 30s, which has to mean that this has to be in the 50s or 60s. Considering that, you know, most people who were around in World War II are like, they're like, already have a foot in the grave. It's been so long since World War II.
Fontaine's become some kind of boogeyman in Rapture. That myth gives him power. But peel back Flim Flam and Humbug, he's just another conman. And like all conmen, he worries he'll end up on the wrong side of grift. That's why he commissioned Lot 192. The antidote to the mental control plasmid. Fontaine said I better not tell anybody about the antidote. Not even Tenenbaum. And Suchong is inclined to listen.
Now hold there for a moment. There is that drug again. Did we not see that at Fontaine's flat? We'll find some at Suchong's lab as well.
Hate to see you this way, kid. Hell, I was there when you were born. You ever have a dog you gotta put down? Breaks your heart.
Well, okay. When I heard the audio log from what I'm assuming is my character's, like, childhood? Possibly? It was a fucked up childhood, Jesus Christ. Well, I'm assuming that it's just the subtitle's a little boy, so I'm assuming that this character is a dude.
You call that tenderloin?
I wasted all of that napalm. Why does it take 5,000 years to reload? I get that this isn't Call of Duty, so like, my character isn't a professional gunslinger, but come on, man.
Welcome to the circus of value. Come back when you get some money, buddy.
Oh, okay, so I'm assuming now I go back up there. I swear, things respawn here. It might behoove me to not just stand in front of a machine gun while it's firing, but like, I'm trying to reload. I'm used to people not being, you know, incompetent when it comes to reloading. Ah!
Yes, the compound is taking hold. The effects of the mental suggestion are now gone, but there will certainly be side effects.
Lot 192 has reorganized your entire plasmid structure. I should have known you would need a larger dosage. You will have to locate another dosage to fully remove the effects.
Good. Now go find Su Chang's lab in Artemis Suites. In there, no doubt there will be more of this Lot 192.
Oh, the side effect is that it randomly switches me to my plasmids. Oh, it's a randomizer. It's a plasmid randomizer. Holy shit. Whoever that was, they're dust now. This is an upgraded shotgun. How are you surviving this? Decoy. Electra 3? Wait, you can upgrade the plasmid?
Wallet a little light? Add surgical savings.
Well, that's a useless one. Ooh, Incinerate 3.
Welcome to the...
What killed me? bees! Disturbing the bees. Look into my eyes. Oh, you're immune to that type of ammo.
Only making it worse for yourself. But I didn't know that freezing it makes it better. Maybe I did see that last stream, I don't remember. Boop, boop, that's the wrong thing. I don't really have the means to hack a lot of this stuff anymore.
Clear the chamber so I don't need to worry about doing that again. I have no ammo. Like, bro, ammo, please.
Jesus loves me, this I know. Everything will work out.
Welcome to the circus of value.
Help me find this thing.
Damn.
I sent you.
The beat are the best one, I think. Dr. Shushong's clinic. Okay, yeah, no, I need this out. Yeah, yesterday. God damn. I wish I had the ability to do this better, but I don't know how to play this game better. Oh, that's the indestructible lock.
Clinical trial protector system, plasmid lot 255. Dr. Suchong, client Ryan Industries. Very frustrating day. I can't seem to get the damn big daddies to imprint on the little brats. The protection bond is just not forming. Get away. Maybe if I modify the genetics the sequence to allow for
Get away, you filthy little shit! What? What are you doing? Get back! Get back!
Oh, so I'm assuming that he was trying to get the protection bond thing, which was supposed to allow for the big daddies to protect the little sisters, so that when they're walking around Rapture, they don't get, like, destroyed or anything. But didn't know how to trigger it, I guess, and accidentally did, and, you know, he's dead. Anyways.
Now you are having freedom. Suchong's drugs should have no hold on you. Take the bathysphere to Point Prometheus. It is time for this matter to be settled.
You know what? Let's go to Point Prometheus next time. So, if you liked the stream, like it if you like it. If you didn't like it, then, oh well, I'm sorry. If you want to see more, then subscribe. I usually stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays, sometimes on Sunday, depending on if I have any multiplayer games or anything planned. And there's also potential that I could stream more on like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Mostly because I intentionally left those days open just in case I get any more streams added to my schedule. Anyways, that'll be it for this stream, and see ya.